Thank you. Calling the 3 p.m. Human Services Committee hearing. This meeting will include the 3 p.m. HMS agenda. Present with me is my Vice Chair, Les Ihara, and Senator Misalucha. This meeting is being streamed live on YouTube. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing due to technical difficulties, the committee will be convened to discuss any outstanding business at 3 p.m. Thursday, April 7th, in room 225 and via video conference. Your audio will be muted and video disabled until shortly before it is your turn to testify. Each testifier will have 2 minutes to testify. If there's a technical glitch during your time to testify, we may have to move on to the next person due to time constraints. I'll be reading a list of individuals who submitted written testimony for each measure. We apologize if the closed captioning does not accurately transcribe the names. If you're interested in reviewing the written testimony, please go to the legislator's website. You will find a link on the status page for the measure. We appreciate your understanding and remind you that the committee does have your testimony that I have reviewed. So I encourage you to use your time to either add additional comments or you can stand on your written testimony. So first up, we have GM 574 submitting for consideration and confirmation on the Commission on Fatherhood gubernatorial nominee, Joseph O'Connell. Joseph, are you available? Okay. If not, we can go on to the next GM. I believe we have written testimony by Alan Bartolome in support. Moving on to GM 659, which is submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, gubernatorial nominee Rosalani Rowe. And is Rosalani Rowe available? Okay, seeing none, we have written testimony in support from Department of Human Services, Kathy Betts. Okay, moving on to GM 660, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, gubernatorial nominee Evelina Watanabe. Is Evelina Watanabe available? Okay, seeing none, we have for all of these people, we do have their resumes and questionnaire answers on file. And for testimony, we have Department of Human Services for GM 660 in support. Okay, next up is we have GM 661 submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, gubernatorial nominee Stanley Young. Is Stanley Young available? Okay, like the previous ones, we have his resume and his answers to our questions on file. And we have also Senator Ocasio present. And we have written testimony from Department of Human Services in support. Okay, next up we have GM 662 submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, Walter Suarez. Okay, thank you. For Walter Suarez, is Walter Suarez available? Okay, we have his resume, his answers to our questionnaire, and we have also written testimony and on Zoom, Department of Human Services in support. And I've been going through all of this, and we have in Zoom our representative from Department of Human Services. Do our members so far have any questions of the department? No. Okay, so we can keep moving. So for GM 663 next, we have submitting for consideration and confirmation to State Rehabilitation Council, Annette Tashiro. And is Annette Tashiro available? I see her, terrific.
Hi,
So,
I'm here. I'm trying to get onto my other computer, but I'm on my phone right now.
And that's wonderful. So Ms. Tashiro, Thank you so much for being present, and thank you so much for providing us with your resume and answers to your questions. Would you like to give us an opening statement, Mr. Shiro?
Oh, I'd like to thank you all for supporting us at the State Rehabilitation Council, and I will do my best to be a member that will be active and support what we need to do for the state of Hawaii.
Okay, so thank you very much. Also in support of Mr. Shiro, we have Department of Human Services in support. Any questions of Mr. Shiro? Okay, seeing none. Okay, we're gonna move back to GM 661 because Stanley Young is now available. Mr. Young.
Yes.
Okay, are you present? Okay, so we have your resume and we have your answers to your the questions. Would you like to give us an opening statement, Mr. Young?
I just want to say I stand on my paperwork, and I appreciate the consideration, and I will do my best to attend and participate in the SRC.
Well, thank you so much for allowing the governor to nominate you, Mr. Young. Are there any questions, members of Mr. Young? Okay, seeing none, thank you so much for zooming in. Next up, we're gonna go to GM 664, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, Catherine Taylor. So we have Ms. Taylor's resume and answers to your questions on file. And we also have a written opening statement by Dr. Taylor on file. In support, we have Department of Human Services. Any comments, questions, concerns? Okay, seeing none. Thank you for being on Zoom continuously. And next up, we have GM 665, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council, Heather Chapman. Is Dr. Chapman available? Oh, great, terrific. Would you like to make an opening statement? We have your resume or I guess CV, as well as your answers to our questions on file. So Dr. Chapman, could you give us a short opening statement?
Yes, I wanted to thank you for the nomination and the opportunity to serve on our committee. And I look forward to building our community relationships to better serve our students with disabilities.
Okay, thank you so much. Members, any questions of Dr. Chapman or of DHS? Okay, seeing none, we're going to go on. Thank you so much, Dr. Chapman, for being there and for allowing your name to be considered. Next up, we have GM 786, submitting for consideration and confirmation to the State Rehabilitation Council gubernatorial nominee Howard Lesser. Mr. Lesser, or is Howard Lesser available?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, so we have your resume and your answers to our questions on file. Would you like to give us a short opening statement, Mr. Lesser?
Thank you, Madam Chair and committee members. Again, my name is Howard Lesser. I represent the Client Assistance Program required under federal law, the Rehabilitation Act. I've served several terms already, but I look forward to serving in this next term. And thank you very much for your consideration.
Okay, thank you very much. So in support of Mr. Lesser's nomination, we have Department of Human Services and Louis Urchuk, Hawaii Disability Rights Center, in support. And questions, any members? Any questions? Okay, seeing none, may we go ahead with decision making? Okay, so can we do all of them?
All
at
of
one time?
them at one
Yes,
time,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, Chair's recommendation is to advise and consent to all these nominees. Any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Members of the Committee on Human Services, we're taking in one motion, in one vote, to advise and consent on all of the governor's messages listed on the 3 p.m. April 5th Human Services agenda. Everyone got the question? So
Yeah.
Chair San Buenaventura,
Aye.
Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Ocasio,
Aye.
Senator Misalucha,
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused.
No, he's,
Oh,
Senator Pavella is right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aye.
aye. Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much.
The
for being
recommendation
present.
is adopted, all for all of the GMs.
Yes, for all the GMs.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. And to the nominees who are present, we really thank you for volunteering and to be of service. And thank you very much. We are adjourned.